Welcome to Cage Minds. I'm Mika Frankl. It's time for the fights to begin. It's 2022 LFA 121. This week kicks off the year for Legacy Fighting Alliance. They're in Dallas, Texas. Chris Brown's going to be taking on Steve Jones, and we get to talk to him about it right now. Chris, how you doing?
Doing great. How you doing?
Man, I'm great. I was looking back, and the last time I talked to you, we were doing the same interview.
Oh, yeah. I was supposed to fight Steve, huh?
Yeah, it was like you were supposed to fight Steve, and I think we did the interview.
Out.
I got it posted, and yeah, then he was injured.
Yeah, supposedly.
Last time we were talking, we did the same interview. Does it feel repetitive doing the same camp?
I didn't know I was fighting him until this week or last week. He was originally supposed to fight one of my teammates. He comes up, he's like, "Yeah, I'm supposed to fight that guy that you were supposed to fight," and I was like, "What?" So that was a surprise. And then they were struggling to find me an opponent as usual. And so it was getting down to the end. And my manager's like, "Man, it's not looking good." And then I get a call last Sunday that my teammate broke his hand and that they want me to fight Steve. So they forced him into the fight.
So this is a rescheduling. We touched on it. You guys were supposed to fight at LFA 113. So does it feel kind of right to have this one back because it was supposed to happen? And if you look, you both have a history now in the promotion, so it would make sense.
Yeah, it was good because, we were supposed to fight and he pulled out 2 weeks out claiming he had an injury. And, then to see him back on this card trying to fight somebody else. So I was glad that, everything just works out. So, now he's stuck in there fighting me now.
Stuck in there fighting you now. You're on the verge. You're almost being too polite to say. You could say you feel like he was ducking you.
Yeah, for sure. He didn't even want to take this fight, but they were like, "Well, you have to," because they were put in the corner. If they want to fight, they got to fight me. So he didn't go through a whole training camp not to fight. They were trying to push it off and be like, "Oh, they wanted to get another fight under their belt and try to build him up some more." But now he's just got to go.
At LFA 113, you still fought. You had a great performance. Talk to me about that night. You didn't fight Steve, but you still got to perform. And I feel like we saw some different aspects of your game.
Yeah, shout out to Glacio. He came in and short notice, I think, where he signed like that Tuesday of the fight week. Like, you know how hard it is to find me a fight, especially short notice. No one really ever wants to do that. So they paid him good to come fight. So being him, we got along. I showed him nothing but respect and, thanking him for taking the fight so I didn't have to lose out on the count. It was fun. Got going, got to show off some wrestling. So it was a good fight. No one ever seen someone get stopped from that body slam like that. So it was definitely an eye-opener for people.
All right, so talk to us about the finish, obviously. That's what we want to know about. We could see the inside trip, the elevation. You have your arms under him, but it kind of looks like the rock bottom if you're a WWE fan. Is it a TKO? Is it a submission? Was he injured? What caused the stoppage?
It was a verbal submission because when I body slammed him, I slammed him right on his shoulder. That was the second time I slammed him on the same spot. I guess his shoulder dislocated on the slam. So it was as soon as I landed on top of him, I just, was trying to drive him through the mat. And once I hit, as soon as we hit the ground, he told me, he's like, "My elbow, my shoulder," and it was done.
You're going to do it again. You're fighting in front of that Texas crowd. Last time was the first time as the pro. Was it everything you expected, even though it was in Belton, not in Dallas?
Yeah, it was great. Belton showed me so much love. It was pretty awesome. Like as soon as the fight was over, when I got in the crowd, I got swarmed by everybody. So I was out there taking pictures, shaking hands and everything. So it was amazing to feel that Texas love. Can't wait to do it again. A little closer to home in Dallas. I graduated high school from out in the area, so I got a lot of family and friends out there. So I'm looking forward to getting to be able to perform. So I think it'll be a really good crowd. Every time I go out there, my fan base grows and grows, and I already know that they're gonna be excited to see me. Just ready to get out there, keep showing what I'm doing, putting on a great performance. Because I've been on a roll, ready to keep rolling.
You said it, and that roll led to a 2-0 year last year. What a way to bounce back. And you were included on the candidates for LFA Fighter of the Year.
Yeah, that was nice. I'm always on there. Nobody's as exciting as I am. No one does the things that I do. So, they always get a kick out of having me over there. And LFA is such a great organization. They take really good care of me, and they show me a lot of love. So I really appreciate those guys.
A 2020 that wasn't the year that you wanted to have. How nice was it and how good was it to get back in the winning ways and to accomplish everything you did last year?
Felt good, especially after that fight with Ignacio. Yeah. Even after the fight, all the announcers came and told me that they thought I won the fight, and we thought we won the fight too. It was like, hadn't seen how fresh I was, and he was bloody everywhere, busted both eyes, had him bleeding from the side of the head. After the fight, he was like, "Oh, I never been hit by someone that hard before." Yeah, the first round was close, but the second round, I thought I won that one. And the third, I ran away with the third because he ran from me the whole fight, the third round. So it was definitely a disappointment, but I didn't really hang my head on it because we knew that I should have won that fight. So I just took that energy and I brought it into 2021 and just was a little more aggressive starting out. So everything paid off. So ready to just keep going.
2 year losses come by the split decision. Has that proven the point of view of the necessity to finish and not trust the judges?
Yeah, just a lot more emphasis on being aggressive and going for the finish. Well, always go for the finish, but just being smarter about it.
Now, we already know from Chris, he's never happy with the layoff. It's taken 6 months to get a fight. You would have preferred 3 months. You already tell us that all the time. But with all this time in the laboratory, where have the gains been?
I've been doing a lot more strength and conditioning, just cleaning up some things, just little details, like the small things that count.
Now, speaking about that strength and conditioning, I follow on social media. I hope all of you guys are. You're there at United Fit. I know Nick Gonzalez is a madman. So what's that work been like?
Oh, man, he's been killing me in there. So it's been awesome. But every day I can feel the difference. Stronger and faster every day. We had a session earlier today. We're going to work tomorrow, working pretty much every day until I leave. So I'm feeling great. Nick's, been amazing to have. He was the one who got me my first fight out here when I first moved out here after I got shot. So me and Nick got a lot of history. We fought on a couple cars together. So it's great. When I wanted to get my strength and conditioning together, I was like, I want to go work with Nick because he's been there since the beginning, getting back to my roots. So it was great to be able to work together.
Now we look at Steve Jones, the opponent. The last fight he had, he's a guy that likes to push forward. I don't think he's the most amazing athlete, but this guy is savvy, tricky. He has a way to find the opening, has some pretty heavy hands, solid jiu-jitsu. Anything in there I'm missing?
Not really. He's a decent fighter. I don't have nothing really bad to say about him. But I feel that I'm better in every category, so it is what it is.
Now looking at him, and I don't want to I don't know your game plan or anything, but I feel like some of that athleticism, that's an advantage that you're gonna look to use
Oh,
with him
for
because we
sure.
know how fast you are and how good you are at managing distance.
Yeah, and that's going to be a major problem for him because he's not the fastest fighter. So my speed and my distance management is definitely going to be to my advantage.
And for real, Chris, you give me a heart attack half the time because you're one of those dudes that when the guy is 3 steps out of your distance, your hands are all the way down and you're waiting until he's 1 step in. The defense comes up, but it's not till that last minute.
I know how close I need to be to not get hit or to be hit. My distance management is very good, and I can see everything they're doing, so I'm never really in trouble with anything. Don't really worry about too much. So, and then a lot of it is, getting them to come into my range because I have, deceptive length. So whenever they think they can touch me, I know I can touch them.
How quick is the brain firing? How fast is the decision making in those moments?
Everything just fires. I see everything that's going on. Just waiting for my openings to do stuff. Because a lot of the stuff we do, we don't really game plan too much. I just work out, certain things that I should be looking for, and once I see them, I just, go. It's just like a natural reaction most of the time.
It's back to the LFA. Do you feel like 2-0? This would be 3 in a row. You feel like a title fight could be looming in the future here?
Yeah, I thought I was gonna get a title fight after the last fight, especially after we talked, Gilbert Melendez and Ron Krug. We After everything we talked about, I was figuring that, especially they're saying I just needed to get a finish, uh, and I would be right where I wanted to be. And I came out and got a highlight, so I was expecting it, but they're saying I needed one more, so I need to go out there and give me another highlight, and there's no reason that I shouldn't be having the belt.
Everybody loved the trunks last time. What shorts are you rocking this time?
I'm rocking them again. So
Oh, all right.
me and Goku is coming back.
So you like the feel, you like the channeling, your spirit character there?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I've been playing that new Dragon Ball Kakarot game too, so I've been fully immersed in my Goku. I was wearing my Goku sweater earlier today too.
Chris Brown, the year's just getting started off. What's the goals for this year?
Um, the goal is just to keep winning, and win and take advantage of every opportunity that's given to me.
Awesome as always, sir. Thanks for the time.
Thank you. Appreciate you, bro.